Tricky got the sauce, bitch.
Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great start to your day here. As for me, well, I'm actually going to be doing a little quality time with my girl, Ariel here, my beautiful corn snake here. And obviously, she's been actually pretty quiet so far for the last day or so. And obviously, she had a meal not too long ago, so she's going to be relaxing for a little bit. But with that said, I want to actually discuss with you guys something that's actually been on my mind for a while now. And I want to hear your guys' opinions about this company. Everybody, feel free to share it in the comments below. Backwater Reptiles. Some of you guys may have heard of that company. Some of you may have not. But I've heard of them, but I've never bought from them. However, though, over the years, though, of being a reptile person and actually from who has bought some reptiles from breeders before, I'm going to go ahead and actually take a look at the history of Backwater Reptiles, and let's see if they actually are legit on how they are with it comes to selling reptiles. So about 10 years ago, let's say I was like, elementary school age at that time. The thing I actually discovered actually as a little kid, the one thing I actually wanted to get as a pet reptile when I was young, about 10, 11 years old, I actually wanted to get an alligator as a pet, everybody. That's right, an alligator. And well, apparently I came across a website online that actually did sell alligators called Backwater Reptiles. Now, when it came to Backwater Reptiles, I'd never heard of them before, so I figured I got a little curious, checked out their website, and they actually did have a variety of reptiles for sale. However, though, when it came to alligators, though, I was a little surprised by the price for a captive-born hatchling. It was about $90 a piece, which I was pretty surprised by. But then again, that was like 10 years ago. And now these days, a captive-born baby alligator is probably like, what, $300, $400 a piece by now? Even though I also have to realize that since I was a little kid, I never read the reviews about the websites online. But in looking back at it now, I'm kind of glad I never purchased an alligator, to be honest with you, because since I live in a small house, everyone, the problem with that is, like, as a baby they start out tiny, but over the years though they get large though. Some of them can get 8, 12 foot long and up to about several hundred pounds. And if my alligator, let's say in the next like 10 years or so, and if I'm still living in this place, it's gonna get 8, 10 feet long within the next decade. Where am I gonna put it? You know, I can't just let it roam free in the house, you know, and all over the place, because we have cats and dogs here too. And of course, where I live, it's very cold for most of the year, and I'm not gonna be able to put it in my shed in the backyard, because it's not gonna be a suitable area for him. There's not a lot of room for him to move in, and plus there wouldn't be not even enough room to put a pool in there for him to swim in. So, with that said, I'm kind of glad I never bought one. However though, flash forwarding now to the recent time here, I've been actually looking at Backwater Reptiles recently again, and over the last year or two, I have noticed that some of the reviews on their site were not that good. And last time I just checked, which was today by the way, the reviews out of 5 stars was given a 2.8, everyone. That's right, 2.8 star rating, which that's not good at all. That's not actually good. And after reading many reviewers, some of them actually, people were pretty upset, because I have actually been told online that some people have had some of their own reptiles that they bought from them have shown up either dehydrated, sick, or already have died by the time they arrive to their owners. And let me tell you, that's a pretty bad taste in the reptile hobby, everybody. And this company, which is headquartered somewhere in California, I don't know exactly where, but they have been, it seems that a lot of people have reviewed saying that they probably don't really care for the animal, which it seems like by so far the number of reviews by previous paid customers, that seems to be the case there, everyone, because I actually just saw a photo that somebody posted in one of the reviews. That was just literally recently, I think within the last year, where somebody actually purchased a Jackson's chameleon, a male Jackson's chameleon, and unfortunately by the time the customer opened the box, the animal had already perished. Literally, Jackson's chameleons, I know they're not cheap, by the way. The buyer was pretty upset about that. Personally, I don't blame him. If that happened to me with any reptile that I bought, from Backwater Reptiles, I probably would be pretty upset too myself. Obviously, I got my guy Frosty here. I never bought him from Backwater Reptiles, by the way. I got him, obviously, from the Tinley Park Reptile Show, and absolutely, he has done an amazing job here ever since I brought him home. So with that said, I've noticed that they do sell a variety of snakes there as well. But not only, like, they don't just sell like garter snakes or corn snakes, they sell a variety of different boas and pythons as well. Especially, I noticed too, they actually do sell a few venomous snakes as well. I think one of them that I saw online, I forgot what kind it was. I think it was let me double check on this. I need to see what kind it was. It was a venomous snake, I know that. I think it was actually, obviously it was a cobra species. I forgot what it was. It might have been an Egyptian cobra, it might have been. I don't know, maybe I'm actually misidentifying this. So obviously there aren't that many reptile breeders either that sell venomous snakes to the general public, because obviously if somebody has had no experience handling venomous snakes and decides to go ahead and just buy it, that's not very smart to do. Now Backwater Reptiles, everyone, in my personal opinion, and this is just my opinion, everybody, you guys out there can feel free to express your opinions as well in the comments about them. I personally don't recommend buying from them. They don't seem to really be the animals don't seem to be properly cared for, whether if it's actually before being shipped out, during the shipping, or especially when they arrive, because these animals are going sold to their owners. It's very, very important to double check the animal that you plan on shipping out to make sure it is healthy, it's hydrated, it's on a good feeding schedule, and there are no parasites on it whatsoever, or like no other like infections on it, whether it's like scale rot, eye infections, or respiratory infections too. So with that being told, they don't seem to be paying attention to that kind of stuff here. So in my personal opinion, I don't think buying from Backwater Reptiles is a good idea. I do recommend other sellers, so like whether it's BHB, Snakes at Sunset, or Underground Reptiles. And there's a variety of more to choose from out there, everybody. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have your different opinions about them, I'm not afraid. Don't be afraid to share your guys' experience. If you guys have any experience with Backwater Reptiles, feel free to also spam that down in the comments too. I mean, I'm not here to like bash other people that have bought from them, you know, like if they have had a good review, then okay, that's good. But really, I've heard a lot of people have said a lot of negative things about Backwater Reptiles, and so far it seems to be kind of legit from what I've been seeing online so far and on YouTube as well. But like I said, if you guys have had any different experience on Backwater Reptiles, don't be afraid to share your guys' comments down below. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put my guy Frosty back in and let him take his little afternoon nap. Alright everyone, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap up the video here, but like I said everyone, feel free to express your opinions on Backwater Reptiles in the comments down below. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and just wrap it up here and call it a day, and because since it is a Sunday, by the way, we're going to be watching probably a couple football games on TV as well. And speaking of which, since you guys, probably many of you know that I'm a Packers fan, my girlfriend is actually out in Green Bay right now. So even though the Packers are not playing in Green Bay, it's still kind of cool that she got to go out that way for a couple days or so. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and just wrap this video up, everybody. So, like I said, if you guys have any opinions, go ahead and express them down below, everyone. So, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and conclude it, everybody. See you all in the next one.